Are we able to?
Welcome. Sit down, roll up, pour up, turn up and tune in. Because you're now watching the Buncher Bull Network.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Vision Talks. I am Greg Lamont,
Dude.
and this is Vision Talks. Make sure y'all spark up, sit back, relax, and get ready for another great talk because we're about to get into it. It's been a hell of a week. A slow week, but a fast one at the same time. It's also kind of crazy to think June is almost over. Like, it feels like June just fucking started.
Yeah, this month went fast.
Fast as shit.
It's been hot as fuck. Haven't been able to do anything really besides
Just
sit in AC because I don't have a pool. So.
What the fuck? It's been cooking outside. Cooking like unnormal. Like today's the first day that I feel like the heat seems normal.
This is a normal summer.
Yeah.
The last couple of days,
It's like,
Florida day.
yeah, facts. Nah, literally, last couple of days is like humid as fuck. So it's funny to me because in the past week, a lot of people haven't talked about, but it's reported by NASA and a bunch of other different news sources from across the globe. Like, there was just a solar flare from the sun that hit us, and not only was it a solar flare, but it was a class X 1.9 solar flare. X class solar flares are the highest, most intense solar flares, and it goes up in rank from there. But the highest solar flare can take out the grid, and it can cause wildfires. But X class solar flares often do damage to the atmosphere.
Have we ever been hit by one before, though?
That's a good ass question. I was thinking that, like, I know we've had heat waves before, but
When was the last X-class solar flare?
that's a good question. I wonder if you could look that up.
The last X-class solar flare occurred on June 19th, 2025.
Wow, that was actually also the same. That was the day.
Yeah, but nobody talked about it. Isn't that weird? Like, he just confirmed it. He just asked, when was the last solar flare?
Yeah, so the very last one, which was recently. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm saying prior to that, I'm wondering.
I thought it said 2024.
No, it
I
said,
was going to say, you're telling me that it happened the same time,
right.
2 years in a row?
Yeah,
That would have been wild.
facts. What did it say, 25?
Yeah, I'm trying to see prior to 2025.
Yeah. Because my thing is, I also feel like, what if they're just saying it's a solar flare for real? Like, and they're just testing some bullshit.
So the most recent Class X solar flare before 2025 occurred on October 3rd, 2024. So I don't know if it was, I can't remember if it was hot
Last X class?
year. Was it hot last year in October? I can't remember.
It says it's an X class.
It was actually. Yeah, it says it's X class.
Fuck yeah. Well, I don't remember nothing like that, but hey.
October was warm.
You know what? It's crazy now that you say that.
This
Whenever
past
we
year.
went to the pumpkin patch last year, I'm pretty sure it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
You should look up how often do X class solar flares happen. It might be
How
like every
often
9
do
months or
X-class
some
solar
shit.
flares happen?
X-class
I'm saying that they happen
Now-
about 175 times per 11 years.
Okay. Now it goes X class and then it goes by numbers, so it goes up in that. But X class is still the class where you'll feel it. So, yeah, hell yeah, you learn something every day. Did you know that nukes, well, at least the Tsar Bomba, which is the largest nuke ever detonated, not in war but in testing, it's so powerful that one it was the first nuke that knocked the person who dropped it, knocked him out of the air. And they said that the wave from it, like the thrust or whatever, the energy, that it circles the globe 3 times. That energy goes around the globe 3 times. That's from. I used to do a lot of searching in the nukes, and whenever Trump, I'm
That's
not gonna lie to
interesting.
you, whenever Trump first became president, I was scared because I didn't know too much about him. I was like, yo, North Korea's gonna bomb us. Every day in school, we was watching CNN.
Right.
So I was like, yo, North Korea's gonna bomb us. I started studying.
Oh Lord, man.
Yeah, but we did just drop a nuke. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I did hear about that, and I didn't know if that was true when I saw it.
Did you see the video of it?
Mm-mm.
Look at this shit blowing up. God damn it. God damn it, fucking cooking. Hell yeah. Wars is such a shitty thing. Like, my thing is, before the 1800s, actually, before World War One that we know of, was there ever another world war?
I'm sure that there was. We may not have had it recorded.
A world
Because
war?
you have to think of how many times the land split apart and reconnected.
Mm-hmm.
And during those times, wars could have happened
Yeah.
amongst them that were technically civil wars because it was just one whole
Well,
lump sum. of
written
mess.
written in the pyramids and shit is that there was once like a it's like described as a very big fiery war or whatever, yada yada yada. And apparently, at least that Billy Carson, like I seen, he said something about like somewhere in the region, like there's evidence of nuclear fallout and shit in the past, and that there was a nuclear war between like past civilizations there. Uh,
That's
I
interesting.
mean, it's not like nukes.
Like
we're
of our,
never-
our,
like-
our scale, but there is still.
No. I mean, they might have been. I'm saying it's not like just because we have technology today doesn't mean that we've never had technology. Like, you know how many times we've
Well-
been reset.
Oh, that's like they say that there's been things like watches and cell phones and things like that that have been dug up that were from the past.
Here's the bomb being dropped. A couple of people's angles.
Damn, that's footage, huh? That I remember seeing that. That was not.
No, this just happened.
The one video didn't, because I saw that before many times. The one clip definitely didn't just happen. Maybe this did.
I mean, these all like the same place to me. Beirut explosion 9.
The second clip I have seen before, but the other ones I haven't seen. So that's I would definitely check.
Where have
into
you
that.
seen the second clip?
On
Let me look
What's
up
it called?
Beirut explosion.
Telegram. Chaotic.com. So
Oh wait, that was the Beirut explosion. That wasn't the Iran explosion.
was
Yeah.
that like a building that exploded?
No, Beirut. I don't know where is Beirut, but it says that this happened in 2020. So this one, yeah, you probably seen that one. Either way,
It's still
that's-
scary.
It
because
says
that's
it
a
says
big
it,
explosion.
it says 7,000 people, 300,000 people displaced, 7,000 people with injuries, and 218 killed. I feel like they be underreporting. Whenever you see videos of countries where buildings are exploded and shit, like I seen a building got blown up in Israel and they said 7 people died. Like
I think they're underreporting that.
a hospital actually got blown up, and let me fact check.
It's probably more like a couple hundred people.
That's what I'm saying.
And it just
a
sounds-
hospital.
It sounds really scary to report that, so they don't want to, like, to freak people out.
You feel me? Do you think they do that?
Oh yeah.
Ye-
Nothing stopping them.
Yeah, Israeli hospital hit by Iranian missile. That was on June 19th. Like, and they're saying 7 people died. Okay, sure, right. But yeah, it's been a pretty wild week in the world, but in the music world, I don't think there's been much of anything.
I haven't seen much going on with music either. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Let me see. Did I find anything good recently?
The
Yeah,
only
me too.
thing that happened recently is just that Pusha T shit. But I don't think Travis is gonna. say
Travis
that.
is not gonna respond to that. He's definitely he barely responded to the people we killed, bro.
Yeah, Yo, they made a whole documentary about that shit.
Yeah, it's pretty good too. Like apparently they're investigating Live Nation, which also just recently I saw a friend of mine that works at a a strip club.
Hell
They did an event and Live Nation screwed them over too. I can't remember what all they said happened with that, but there
Fuck,
was a
man.
whole
You know
loss
who
of
owns,
money.
or one of the owners of Live Nation? I'm pretty sure is Jay-Z, ain't it?
I think
Who
so.
owns Live Nation?
I'm not sure. You know, if you want to get clean like information, this is something interesting that I found recently. It's a
No,
topic
Jay-Z
I wanted to
is
bring up.
partnership. Yeah, what is it?
The Uncensored Library is actually a large Minecraft map that allows people to access censored news from countries with restricted press freedom. So, in places where press freedom is heavily restricted, a surprising digital space has become a beacon of truth in Minecraft. Starting in
That's
2020.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's like a massive building in Minecraft. You could join the server, and there's actual books full of information.
Minecraft, dog. Minecraft is timeless at this point. I mean,
You can do anything in that game, like that you can do in
I
just
used to
about real
love
life.
Minecraft.
Like you can even make spells and shit like that. And
That's
guess-
crazy.
yeah,
That
I don't
game
really, I
started.
don't know. I've never really dived that deep into playing it myself. But like my nephews play it a lot, and they talk real highly of the game.
You never like built anything crazy? In
Oh,
it?
I've built some crazy shit myself, but like I've never built like underground railroad systems. Like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
nephew's building like underground
the
railroad
fuck?
systems that like run themselves. Like he's like, yeah, I just come on this map every once in a while, I'll check on everything, make sure things are good, maintenance it. Meanwhile, like this train that's running throughout the map is like, it's like powering the inside where there's machines that he has running that are like just constantly harvesting food and harvesting like fucking cobblestone, I guess, or whatever. I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous. Like, what the fuck?
Fuck, man.
Like, bro,
The biggest thing I've built on Minecraft is that I remember. I used to make these castles. I remember I learned to make castles and then like TNT launchers and shit. And I used to just make castles and put like water around it with like a little bridge. That was about as far as I could go.
yeah, that was like, I would build like a big building, and then I would just like go into creative mode and fill it with TNT and blow it up and see what would happen.
Y'all
You
ever
know?
see the dude that makes the pig launcher? Where he takes train track and he makes a little circle, and then he makes a piece of it that comes out like straight up like a ramp,
Mm.
and he sets up a switch to where it'll like change over to that part of the track. He puts a pig in the cart. And the cart's just going in circles until it goes faster, 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 and then he flips a switch and it's just boom.
And it just shoots the pig
It
out.
just goes.
That's crazy.
Fuck. No, is that new?
Yeah, I seen it. The other day.
Do you got any water?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, man. No, I mean Minecraft is a lot more popular still than I thought it was. If they're making a whole movie and the movie's doing as good as it's doing, like
I mean, if you really think about it, there's only a few games that are still relevant enough right now in this day and age to even not only just put out something like a movie, but merch in general and get, feedback and like make money from it.
yeah.
Like, to be honest, like starting off around the same time with Minecraft would have been what, like Call of Duty? That's like only
Thank you.
other one I could really think of that was around the same time. I'm okay for now. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Call of Duty. Is Call of Duty still performing well?
I mean, some would say it is. Some would say it's not. I mean, it's still making sales for sure. So that's
I don't
impressive,
know.
I'm not
I don't
gonna lie.
know what the last what are
Excuse
the
me.
last couple Call of Duty names?
Black Ops 6 was the most recent one.
Yo, who's that? Quake, Queen Glory. What's up? What's up, Queen Glory?
Yo.
Queen Glory. Queen Glory, but yeah, nah.
I don't know. I stopped playing Call of Duty after like, really not long after like Black Ops 2 for real. It was when I stopped playing Call of Duty, and then
Same.
For the most part, it was GTA 6 or GTA 6, GTA 5, and then I got bored with that. Now I don't really play video games. So until GTA 6 drops, I'm pretty much done with that.
Yeah, nah. GTA 6, I might hop on and test it out for a little bit, do certain things, but
I don't know. I'm
the
starting to
the
wonder
last,
what's going on with it. You know what I mean? Like, where the fuck?
yeah, I felt like the
You got a
GTA.
big comment there.
Yeah, I seen it. It looks like some type of promotion joint,
Oh.
but uh, I think first on the subject of the last Call of Duty I played, the last Call of Duty where that I was like really like I used to be a gamer, spend a lot of hours on that shit, was Call of Duty Ghost, and
That was a good
killed it
game.
for me. But I think it killed it because I didn't get deep into the campaign.
The campaign was really good. I never really. I'm again too. I'm not gonna lie. I sound weird. I guess. Like I guess I'm different, but I never really hopped on any Call of Duty for the multiplayer. They're all the same. It's all the fucking same. I mean, I know
Yeah,
the graphics and the guns are different and stuff,
Right,
but
but
really, like
that's
the
it.
concept is all the same.
right.
So, I when I buy a new Call of Duty, I mainly was just trying to check out the
See what
campaign.
the story's like.
Yeah, Ghosts easily had the best campaign in my
Really?
opinion. Aside from Black Ops 2, best campaign. Well, and I liked
Black Ops
Modern Warfare 2.
campaigns were deep, man.
Yeah, they were. Those were like, and I feel like Black Ops was one of the only Call of Duties that really incorporated what was actually happening in real
Yeah.
life with what was happening
Yeah.
in the game. Like
I mean, but can you like enlighten me a little bit on the Ghost campaign?
that, I believe was also. It's kind of funny we're mentioning those, and I compared the two, and I'm not realizing it until now. But in Ghosts, I think there's also an attack on America. I'm not sure who it is though. I think it's Russia in that game, but there is like you're in your hometown. You start off in the beginning of that game in your hometown with your father, and you're just like walking and chilling and talking, and then like missiles start striking and shit, and like you have to get to your house, and
Wow.
yeah, it's pretty intense. And then
God
a good portion of that game that I liked too. It kind of reminded me of Dead to Rights. If any of you have ever played that game, that was a good PS2 game when it first came out. You could play as the dog, and you could attack people as the dog in that game. Ghosts kind of was like the first game I ever played that did the same thing. You could play as the dog.
What's it called? Dead to what?
Dead to Rights.
Dead
Dead
to
to Rights. You
Rights.
were a crooked cop that just like beat the shit out of people
Damn.
and like did
So
did stuff.
like, so in Ghost we get attacked by Russia, and we get missile shot. But does it ever go nuclear or like?
I don't believe it does. It's very hard for me to remember. I haven't played the campaign for that game since I was young.
I wonder if any of the Call of Duties have gone nuclear.
Yeah. Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare went nuclear.
Yeah.
That's how you get Nuketown.
Yeah.
And then new Nuketown.
Damn.
Well, technically, Nuketown was in Black Ops. So did Black Ops go nuclear too? I can't remember.
I bet you Black Ops was when they were doing the testing, and that's why Nuketown exists, because that was originally the test site.
And then Modern Warfare, the execution happened.
Was it Modern Warfare 1 that the nuke happened? Yeah. In Modern Warfare 1, it's like one of the earlier missions in the campaign where the nuke happens, and then there's a mission called Aftermath where you survive it. You're one of the survivors, and you're like crawling around in the aftermath. It's pretty
Fuck
horrifying.
that. I'm about to look up what the campaign of Modern Warfare 1 was. Like, how did we get attacked there? Captain Price.
So in Call of Duty Ghosts, the war is between the United States and a powerful South American federation called the Federation. So
Whoa.
that's interesting.
Federation, okay.
And then what did you find on Modern Warfare 1? I feel like it's definitely worthwhile to look into what these games are actually about, considering we played them growing up as kids and we didn't really know much about them, and our parents, a lot of our parents didn't
Yeah,
look
I'm
into
just
that.
wondering. The only reason why I'm asking these questions is because after learning about Black Ops 2 and like seeing how much the president looked like Kamala and like seeing certain shit with that, I'm just curious, like, what else have I missed or what else have we
Does
missed?
anyone remember Karma? I wonder if anyone remembers, not like our guest Karma, but like from Black Ops 2, there was a rare earth element that they were after. That was what started the war. It was this weird shaped rock that they had in a facility deep underground, and you find it, and the dude's telling you about it, and they call it karma, and then he gets shot in the neck while he's telling you
Whoa.
about it, and you have to escape or whatever. And I don't remember what all happens in that game, but I've been really meaning to like download it and just play it from the beginning. But another funny thing about that game too is I didn't realize this until now. It makes sense to me now because as a kid I always thought that there was just missions that I fucking dreamt of or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of different ways the game can go. Like depending on decisions that you make in the campaign, you'll get whole different missions. Yeah, like if you shoot and kill this person in this mission, you'll get a whole different mission instead of if you didn't. And you don't even
brilliant. I
get
love
told
games
that.
that do that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Facts. So like, what the fuck? So like,
That was weird. That was 3 knocks too.
That's the motor. It's the compressor on the fucking fridge over there.
God bless, God bless, God bless. Okay, so have you seen the thing with there was a new segment from like way back in the day whenever Michael Jackson was dealing with like his cases with children or whatever. And in the news clip, it shows Kamala Harris was one of his prosecutors, and she's speaking about the case a little bit. And it's so funny, like, coincidence or whatever, like, that same exact clip, Trump's in it, and Trump was good friends with Michael Jackson, and he's being asked about him. And he also says in that clip, like, she goes after people. Hold on, I'm about to play this. Actually, here it is right here. I'm going to play this. Can you hold it by the mic? Just swipe up.
In general, the child will be able to recall and recollect with some detail the incident, and that is persuasive to a jury, even if it is the only testimony that is available.
Jackson gave a wave when he was released after booking. He's scheduled for arraignment in January.
So, were they saying that a child's testimony was the only source of evidence that they had for that?
I guess for that case, I
For that
don't know.
case?
I don't know what that specific case was, but I do know on every case he was proven innocent and he came out victorious. So.
I just wonder, like, because I remember when I was a kid, growing up, I was too young to understand what was going on, and I genuinely grew up thinking Michael Jackson was a child predator for a good
Yeah.
period of time as a child. But like, my mom explained a lot of it to me.
No,
but-
there was a whole FBI investigation and all, and they didn't find nothing.
Resident of Trump Tower, and last night the Donald strongly reiterated his defense of Jackson with Larry King by going after the accuser's mother.
She's had plenty of experience at going after people, and she goes after them viciously and violently, and I saw a story and I read another story about some of the things she's done, and I don't believe it.
That's wild.
Facts. And at the end
was
of
in
the,
the
at the end of the clip, he says,
The interesting thing is I've known Michael from many different standpoints, and Michael would spend a lot of time with my kids. I have beautiful kids, and at the time, like at Mar-a-Lago, and even in Trump Tower, the kids were very young. Michael would come, play with the kids. He just loved children. He was not a child molester.
there's many other clips of him saying that same sentiment, but I just think that it's ironic that in one single clip there was Trump and Kamala and Trump's bashing her, whatever. You fast forward years later, Kamala's our vice president,
And it's the same situation.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy.
I don't know. I just think it's a wild coincidence. Trump, Kamala, Michael Jackson. But yeah,
And now Mike's gone. Rest in peace.
rest in peace,
Yeah.
MJ. God bless. Yeah, I've been tapping into like some of his shit lately. With
He
my
owned-
girl.
He fucking Eminem dissed him.
Yeah, they had a beef.
And then he bought Eminem's catalog, so every time he performed or made a song, he had to get his permission.
Yeah, so Eminem dissed him, and Eminem made a couple videos or whatever. So Michael Jackson, he went to Eminem's label and he bought his music rights, like a portion of his rights, so he got a check for every time he made a sale, and he also bought his performance rights. So anytime he did a performance, Michael Jackson got a piece of it. Imagine you're beefing with somebody and they're like, okay, yeah, I need this money. Like, yeah,
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
That's wild.
that is wild. But fast forward now, Eminem, he sold 250 million records total. He has the most records ever sold in hip hop. He's like fourth or fifth all time record sold of artist. So I said he did well.
Yeah, he's still doing good.
Hell fucking yeah.
I had so many topics written down. Again, I forgot my notebook at your house this time.
It's
so.
all good, man. We're cooking up. But hey, make sure y'all tune in every single Friday at 2 p.m. We have Vision Talks. That's us. Every single Friday at 6 p.m. we have Stash Spots where we be sparking up, smoking good. And every single Saturday at 8 p.m. we got Marley's State of Mind. Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all's there every week. Bunchable Studios. You can find us on YouTube and Facebook. Be there. Be there. But yeah, no, I mean, I think it's been chilling. Shit, this week I feel like's not too different from last week. Like,
Yeah.
there still hasn't been no rescheduling meeting about cannabis, so
I don't know if that's ever gonna come about.
nah, it's gonna come. I think what has to happen first. So the due date on this bill, the big beautiful bill that needs to be signed, is July 4th, and if this bill gets signed, all we're waiting on is Congress to sign it. Once Congress signs it and the president signs it, and it's in motion. That bill includes so much shit. I couldn't even tell you all of it, but some of it is improve healthcare benefits, and then it funds the Iron Dome. It gives the startup capital, and over 10 years, it's going to be like 170 billion or not Iron, it's the Golden Dome. It's going to be way better than Israel's, and it's going to pretty much protect us. It's impossible to get a nuke or anything we're pretty much set.
We're set once we got that.
Yeah, and it's a 4-year project. There's that. There's the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and a bunch of other shit. I think after that happens, like after that gets going, I think that's whenever we'll see more unexpected moves in motion. I think he wants to get all that shit solidified because it's a big bill.
It takes time. Everything takes time. with
This
that.
bill,
It's not been
this
long.
big beautiful bill is actually 5 or 6 bills put in one. And what it is like he was meeting with one of his people, and they were talking, like, he was telling him, I need this done, I need this done, I need this done, or whatever. And they were like, okay, well, we could put it in this bill and that bill, and that's how it would have to go about, right? He was like, no, how about we just put it in one bill? So I think after that gets done, I expect cannabis to be a topic in 2026.
I really hope that it'll be like, fully available, like how you can
Yeah.
just buy a pack of cigarettes,
Yeah,
be able to buy a pack of joints, bro.
facts.
You
And
know what I
hopefully
mean?
they also don't control it where that it's like, okay, we sell it, but you can't ever grow it. You feel me? Or
I feel like there should be.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of a good name for it.
I think it should be like the same way how you could grow blueberries and shit, or like you could grow herbs.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it should be like that, and I think that eventually we'll get there.
I want to open up like a bar called the Green Tavern, but it's just a weed bar.
Facts. That is a golden fucking idea. That's fucking.
And just
That's
have
clean.
we can have rubber. We'll have rubber pieces like rubber bongs and bowls for people to use if they want a piece. But then you just have a
Yeah.
bunch of shit to roll up with and whatnot.
And what I think is important too is like weed right now is a like Schedule 1 drug or something like that. It's in the same classification as like heroin, crack, meth, all that shit. And because it's in that, it's technically not legal to do any research on it in like universities and shit. Like Harvard can't, unless there's like a super specific loophole reason, but you'll rarely see it. They can't give you real information on marijuana.
Right.
But once it's reclassified and shit changes, I think people will be able to get the best of the best. Like it won't be like, oh well, I don't know anything. Like most people don't know shit about bud. You feel me?
Should be able to get all that information
Yeah,
handed to you right away.
yeah, and no more fentanyl.
Facts.
Yeah,
I want to start growing my own stuff, like my own fruit and things like that. I planted some lemon seeds and like cherry seeds,
fire.
watermelons, oranges. Waiting for them to grow, bro.
Are you planting? Are you more of an indoor or outdoor type of planter?
Outdoor, whenever I can. But I mean, we only have a few months here, you know.
Yeah,
So
I feel you. I actually just the past like few days I've been helping my mom. I actually was just there today planting. Uh, she's planting. She planted a couple flowers in the front, but she's also doing some new blueberries and she's doing cucumbers
hell yeah.
and cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe's fire. I love cantaloupe.
Yeah,
I
man.
love cantaloupe. I have that at the house right now.
Yeah, I feel like how much does it cost you to get what lemon seeds or whatever?
I'm not sure how much the seeds are, but I mean, if you just buy a lemon, and lemon's like 59 cents at most places, it's like 50, 60 cents.
That's how you did it. You just got it out of a lemon.
Yeah, I just
That's
got the
fucking
seeds straight
fire.
from the lemon. Yeah.
That's fine. Exactly.
Bro,
So
'cause
so like
You could get from one lemon, you could get probably at least 15 seeds, but maybe more.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying is like you would save so much money and be able to produce so much bulk if people would just plant a couple seeds a year.
Bro, for real.
Yeah, I got a blueberry bush.
For real?
There you go.
Hell yeah.
I don't even need blueberries, but I fuck with growing it.
We
Hell,
get blackberries
yeah.
that naturally grow.
And it
in
be
my yard.
producing like you could just go out there and grab that shit. I know as a kid like I'd love going to like a blackberry or raspberry bush, grab it. Like I feel like it should be eventually recommended where that every person grows at least one fruit and one
Something,
vegetable.
right? I can get raspberries in the front yard and blackberries in the backyard.
Yeah.
And then we make pie.
You know, I'd set it up like, you know, you grow the fruits and they're growing the vegetables and this dude's got the potato patch and you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
everybody just
The kind of old school
evenly
trade.
swaps
Yeah.
that barter.
Yeah, and that would produce more community wealth because people are keeping more, and then eventually because of that trade, like you're gonna have your butchers, you're gonna have those people as well.
That grows wheat ends up
Yeah,
his wife ends up being the baker. You know what I mean?
facts.
Like,
Exactly. I think these are brilliant ideas that need to, and I believe they will eventually be pushed. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's where last names came from.
Huh.
Like, Smith. They were probably a blacksmith. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, I don't even know. Like what? Like, I don't know what my last name would have to do with anything. But you know what I mean? Like a lot of the time back in the day.
that's like super old school before
Yeah.
weed came over to America type shit.
Yeah, that was before weed came through here.
Medieval times type shit.
Yeah.
Nah, I believe it though. Hey, we're living in 2025. There's had to have been so many traditions that's come and went, and it's not to say any tradition's right or wrong. Like I find it amazing. Like I just seen something where the Amish, like I just seen it was a survival tactic. It's like how to refrigerate your food if you don't have a refrigerator, and it's an Amish technique. And you take two pots, right? A bigger one and a smaller one, and then you take the bigger one and you take some sand, and I think, oh yeah, no, you take the bigger one, take the smaller one, you put the smaller one, you put sand like all around the smaller one and under it, and like apparently like the convection or whatever, like what it does, oh yeah, and you put a cloth over it, you put your food in the smaller ship, and the way it does, it preserves your food. Like, I think it's 3 times longer or 4 times longer. Or so, it's some crazy shit. Like,
That's
I'll
interesting.
send you it whenever I find it. But like the fact that there were people who just knew that, like that they found some. Go ahead, my bad.
No, you're good. They apparently used ice mines to store food way back when. And to get ice.
Still have
Brilliant.
Their house still has a cold storage dug into the hill. It was
That's
just
wild.
literally just like a pantry room that you would dig into a hill so that it's like still ground all around it, and just that ground would keep the room cold
Wow.
and keep shit in there.
That's fucking
It'd be like
brilliant.
right behind their house. You could go right out their back door and walk right over into the cold storage.
That's so fucking smart. Yeah, like all this shit. I feel like these little things could save people so much money throughout the year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, facts. Facts. Abundance. Big shit. Big shit.
I've been thinking about chopping up a banana and throwing it in the air fryer to make banana chips.
Yeah, let me know how that goes.
I'll let you know. Yeah.
I've
Sprinkle some
I've
fucking
never really
brown
done
sugar on it.
sprinkle what on it.
Some brown sugar.
Fire, bro. You need to try some of this. Like, I just got real organic cane sugar. It's pretty much just sugar, but it's better. Like, it actually isn't stripped of its nutrients and shit. It's a lot better for you.
Fire.
Fuck yeah, that's what I started using. I'm no longer really using substitutes. Just that.
I want to
Fuck,
start
yeah.
like
Yo, could I get another one of these possibly?
using honey for different things
Jesse?
and shit.
You said honey?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. I seen this ice cream recipe, right? Have you heard of the Ninja Creamies? It's a Ninja Creamy machine.
No.
Okay, so Ninja Creamies are fire. Everybody look up Ninja Creamy. Ninja Creamy is this,
Yeah, the Ninja be making all of them. Ninja
bro,
slush machine, Ninja
bro.
ice cream,
Listen, yo, Ninja Creamy machine is OG. It's OP, overpowered. Listen, so it's like they range between 150 to like $300 depending on the model you get. But what it is, you can literally put one ingredient in it. You don't have to put milk or nothing in it. Like, you could put a banana in it. You could put whatever you want in it, and it turns it into real ice cream, like good ice cream.
I gotta see that. Yeah.
Facts. And
I'd put cantaloupe in there.
fuck it, and it turns in. It's like real ice cream. It's not like some shitty, icy like bullshit.
Goop. Some fucking
Yeah.
actual ice cream.
But the reason I mention it is because we were talking about like sweets and desserts and shit. Somebody made a Snickers ice cream with it, but instead of using like caramel, they used dates, and it looked
That
like
sounds
it.
fire.
Yeah,
That does sound fire.
I'm gonna try it, but let me show you this shit. Ninja Creamy, this shit's OP.
How much is one of those things called a Ninja Creamy?
You could order it from Walmart for $155, but they range. I mean, you can find most of the cheaper models like $160 to $180.
That's not bad at all.
But a newer one's like $300. Let me look up Ninja Creamy one ingredient, and then you could just choose something and see how that shit works. And it comes with cups where that you can like put cups in your fridge and store it like pints of ice cream. It's gas.
Yeah, my favorite chocolate milk right there they're using.
Yeah, as I say, I wouldn't trust not putting milk or something in that bitch. Just trying to do it with just.
Well, have you seen like the fruit things where they do like? I feel like if you do it with something that is like moist and hydrated, you'll be
I
fine.
don't think I could just put a Milky Way in that bitch and all of a sudden I got a Milky Way ice cream.
Yeah, no.
Something else in there with.
I don't know.
I think you probably have to fill the machine itself up with maybe some type of like liquid, I'm sure, but it is interesting to see that.
I mean, either way, it's still an at-home ice cream machine. I don't give a shit if I gotta put 5 ingredients in it.
I'll toss a few things in there and make me some smoothies.
Yeah, no, Ninja Creamies, like Jesse said, Ninja's doing like slushy makers and all that.
I lost my
Oh,
Ninja.
shit.
I had a blender. I don't know what the fuck happened to
I
it.
haven't bought any of their shit, but I be seeing all of it. They got some wild shit out there.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But I'm about to get me a little Ninja Creamy because if I can store me some ice cream, I'm going to do it. Put whatever in it. Make some homemade shit. It's better than going to a store and getting something that has like 5 chemicals and like random shit in
Yeah,
it.
fuck that.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would want more, a slush machine or a milkshake
You gotta get both. You gotta get both. I feel like I would start with the ice cream, and then I'd get the slushy. But it's summertime, so it's really a coin toss.
It was fucking hot this past week. It was so fucking hot, dude.
Facts.
Oh my god.
Facts. Yeah, I would see the video. They were like, yeah, Ninja Creamies are cool, but these are way better. And they show, like, smaller versions of, like, McDonald type shits. Yeah, way better. Well, you mean, like, with those cups and shit? Oh, those. Yeah, nah, facts. Those can't, thank you. Those can't be that pricey. How much? You think? Let's look up industrial slushy machine price.
I want an icy. I want the icy with the bear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's the real good slushies. Don't come at
facts.
me with them little
Damn.
bullshit ice pebbles.
Nah.
Flavoring. The slush puppies.
Yeah.
Are trash.
Yeah, I mean, these shits range. I mean, like some of the nice ones, like you could get if you just want to get something for the house decent, you could get it for like 400. But like if you want like 400, 500, if you want something really really nice, these are ranging between 2K to 25,000.
That's crazy.
Facts.
For an ice machine.
Facts. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Weed 2025. Smoke it. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? But who's the last big artist to come out of PA? Or when? It's us.
I was gonna say Dude and Greg and Sneezy.
Yeah.
I don't know
But,
anybody else.
but before that, like I'm trying to think, like yeah,
Out of PA?
there's
Out of-
Wiz and shit. Uzi's the last one, or P&B Rock that I can.
I
think
didn't.
of.
Is Uzi from Philly? Right.
Mhm.
I see. I didn't know that until just recently. I just
Really?
found that. Yeah, I just found that out
Yeah,
recently.
you
so-
wouldn't know if you just like. Yeah, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
You wouldn't know if he was just going by like the way he acts for real.
Yeah, no, I would have thought Uzi was for sure from California with that
Yeah.
little bag of his when he was running around on Double XL freshman first time I saw him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who, Uzi?
Yep.
Damn, I ain't know that.
That's impressive. I'm not gonna lie, 'cause I didn't. He didn't strike me as someone like that.
Yeah.
Someone from there. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have put him in the same boat as.
I feel like he's the last one.
Wu-Tang.
I feel like he's the last one to do it. But also, the thing is, Uzi blew up in like 2015, 2014. So
Very different time.
that's
to
a
blow up.
long time ago. Like, I can't think of a real recent pop and PA artist.
Yeah, no, there's no recent ones. I don't think.
Yeah.
None that come to mind.
I'm going to do some research, come back to it.
If they were heavily popping, they'd come to mind quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like obviously, you think PA, you start thinking, okay, Wiz, Uzi, P&B.
Jimmy would have
yeah.
been popping if Jimmy was still alive.
Yeah,
Rest in
for
peace, Jimmy
sure.
Wapo.
For sure.
So,
But that's
Um,
also still like 2012, 2013,
that's still
2015.
old. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, this decade needs something new. It needs something new.
What was his name? From Law Melville, A1.
Who?
Trill Z. Yeah, Trill Z was really good too. Yeah, but rest in peace,
Trill
Trill
Z.
Z and A1
Oh, he
both,
died.
because they're both gone. Yeah, they were both very, very, very good artists.
Where are they from?
A1's still alive? Oh wow! Someone told me that he passed away. I heard. I think they were capping. I guess that's wild. Sorry. What's that? That's what I'm gonna have to do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk. Well, I don't even talk to that person anymore. Anyway, that individual's probably cracked out. So that makes sense.
Fuck yeah, but nah, I think PA needs some new stars for sure.
Oh yeah.
I think Pittsburgh needs an NBA team too.
Let's hop in the booth tonight, bro. I'm telling you.
Let's do
Tomorrow,
it.
tonight, and tomorrow, we could swoop in, take the Take the whole crowd.
Yeah.
Bet.
All right, bet. Hell yeah.
Speaking of sports too, I had something to mention about somebody. Not
What's
on
up?
here either. I'm gonna have to ask you about something crazy.
Hell yeah.
It is something to do with a completely different situation.
Okay,
But yeah,
bet.
dude, let's find a topic. Let's see.
No,
what we
look.
got.
So in sports, actually, there's a big fight coming up. It's in like 2 months, but I need you to come over to watch it. Terry's gonna be there. We're
I
gonna-
heard about that. T told me about that yesterday.
Oh,
Who's-
yeah.
He mentioned it, but he didn't
Bro,
tell me who it was
It's
between.
gonna be so fucking good. I've been like following it forever or like at least the past year. Canelo versus Terrence Crawford. It's gonna be a good fight. At first it was like, because what he's doing, he's going from 154, like 147, 154 to 168 to fight Canelo. They're both fucking legends, and Terrence Crawford's a fucking dog. Canelo's a dog. Most people know Canelo. Like the name Canelo. He's a
Sounds
superstar.
familiar to me.
But like, it's going to be a big fight. Terrence Crawford, first ever 2-time undisputed boxing champion. Canelo, also not too long after became 2-time undisputed. Whoever wins this, they take all the belts, make history, but it's big, bro. It's going to be a big fucking fight.
Man, still, what blows my mind is like first fight I sat down to actually watch in a long time was that Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight, and it was so terrible.
You didn't
then-
come to any of our fights before that?
I went to a few of them before that. Yeah, I'm saying that was the first one in a while that
Yeah.
like was like it was supposed to be
It's
a big
horrible
deal.
taste in your
But
mouth.
then, but then those females actually beat the shit out of
I
each
can't
other.
ever look at that again.
Yeah, that was sad.
What'd you say?
Those females beat the shit out of each other.
That
bro.
was a good fight.
They
yeah.
tore each other up in that fight.
It was so gory. Her
I want
eye
to know
was
how
open. They ran it back.
did they fought again.
Yeah, yeah. They ran it back. Let me look up Amanda. It's Amanda Serrara versus Katie Taylor, 3.
Thought there was something. wrong.
Okay, no, it's coming up. It's going to be in Madison Square Garden.
Oh, we gotta see that if it didn't
It's
happen
in
yet.
2 weeks, actually.
Shit, yeah, we gotta see that, bro.
Yeah,
Because that fight was good.
that fight was. I honestly couldn't even watch the whole thing. That shit was crazy. But hey, the good thing about the Tyson fight is that I watch it on Tyson Bites, so I was chilling, I was vibing. Facts.
I think.
But nah, bro, you gotta come watch this fight. It's Canelo, Terrence Crawford.
Let me know. I'll slide.
I got Terrence Crawford. Yeah, it's gonna be on Netflix. It's gonna be the second event after that last the Mike Tyson one. That's on Netflix, but this is a real one. Like this one,
This is gonna be an actual good.
this
fight.
is gonna be great, bro.
You know, there was a point in time in UFC where they didn't do like a weight class thing.
I heard about
and they
that.
didn't like there was like it was really barbaric. Like
Yeah,
they would just
it
throw
was just
they would
fight.
throw someone who's like a $170 in there with someone who's like 260. Right? Yeah. Or maybe shit. I thought that's what it was called.
No,
I'm getting it
I
confused
believe it
with that
'cause
mushroom coffee.
If you watch them old clips of the UFC, like the matchups, it looks like they just found like some random match.
It's crazy. I was just watching a video of it earlier today. The one dude, if I could find it with his name. Oh yeah, someone drove into a fucking Phantom's fireworks. Did you see that?
What? Into a
Dude, it's
Phantom's
bad.
fireworks. What is that?
Phantom Fireworks is like one of the main like firework distributors in America, pretty much. They have them all over now. I'm pretty sure you could find one in Greensburg. Like they have them nearby, not facilities like this one that got hit. This one's
What?
pretty big, I think.
Well, they're dead
It's like a whole building.
unless they jumped out of the car. But
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace to them. If
Yeah,
they
rest in
if they were
peace.
still in the car, cause that's
yeah,
That seems
fuck,
crazy.
man. Nah, that needs to be investigated. Cause why would somebody ever do that? Like there's no good reason to do that.
top comment. Iran knew right where to hit us.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Fucking fireworks.
Why am I getting better news sweeps from Mr. Mackey from South Park and the fish from fucking SpongeBob? Breaking news. Like he pops in and just starts fucking spitting facts to you.
Cause news is shit.
It's crazy.
News is shit. Mr. Mackey, man. Mr. Mackey.
He's like,
Yeah.
explosions are bad, okay? Okay.
Hell yeah.
We need to
How
quit
long
going
has he
to
been
war,
popping
okay?
up on your shit?
That was the first time. That was today. And that's what made me want to address the fact that there's like tons of different cartoon characters being used to distribute like news information online.
Do you think
Kinda
that
weird.
those are AI? Or do you think that somebody's editing it?
I feel like someone is editing it using AI. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like AI voice?
Yeah.
Okay.
For
yeah.
sure. I don't think it's obviously the creators putting that stuff out there, especially not the SpongeBob fish. That's crazy.
Yeah, because my thing is, like, if you could use AI to copy an exact, like, I want to say, make me a Family Guy scene, yada, 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 then, like, it gets to the point where you're searching and you don't know what's the real and what's not. I mean, there might be cues and shit you'll see, like, okay, he might clearly not do this or whatever, but you never know.
It's really hard to say nowadays what's real or not at all. Anything like you see on TV.
Did you see that? This is actually a big topic, bro. Did you see this? The U.S. U.S. military just did U.S. Department of Defense just did a deal with AI. They just did it. It's with Plantar, Meta, and something else. Let me look up. It's like a big deal where that now they have a position in our military, and it's supposed to like help us. Hold on, I'm about to show you. U.S.
or AI
military
in general has a position in our military.
U.S. military made a.
Because it was confirmed that AI actually like has said multiple times that it wants to destroy humanity and that it wants to like actually rule the world.
Yep.
But then we're gonna allow it to be a part of the military.
Yeah. So like.
That doesn't make sense.
Palantir, Meta, OpenAI, and Thinking Machines just had their executives sworn into the U.S. Army Reserve, and I'm trying to find the deal. It's like a $200 and something billion agreement, like where that they're gonna help us apparently improve our military to catch up, so that like with our communications and shit, so that we're not lagging in any way. Trying to see.
Yeah, but then it can influence us in any way that it wants.
That's what I'm saying. It like my
and
thing
it can
is
start war.
my thing is whenever you're having companies in the military, it's pretty freaky. But whenever you have AI, my thing is though also other militaries are without a doubt going to use AI.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much inevitable. But
That's just insane, though. I mean that's like. Those rare earth elements I was talking about, I think that they were discovered. They were discovering certain things that were way better to use than gasoline or than fuel or oil. And then at the same time, the AI race starts.
So
everything is just a distraction.
Here's what happened. It says executives from Meta, OpenAI, and Palantir will be. This already happened though, but it says will be sworn in Friday as Army Reserve officers. OpenAI signed a $200 million defense contract this week. Meta is partnering with the defense startup Anduril to build AI-powered combat goggles for soldiers. Yada yada yada. It just says tech giants are adapting consumer AI systems for battlefield use. Yeah.
Why? See, here's the thing that I don't understand. If we want world peace and we don't want another world war, we don't want nuclear war.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck's out here pumping out thousands of missiles? And why? What's their purpose? If you want to prevent nuclear war, what's the reason in owning thousands, not just a couple?
Yeah,
thousands of nuclear missiles. I mean,
we
honestly,
need the
there's
world
enough
to agree.
There's enough missile power in the world to condemn the
Facts.
Earth 7 times over. What's the fucking reasoning behind that? Fear, exactly. Because love fades. You can always depend on fear.
Right.
It's fucking bullshit, bro.
Yeah, no, I think before World War III, we need we need like mutual coming together in different ways, and I think it can happen. I think it just starts with obviously trade between one another and no slimy behind the back shit, and any other country who is on that, uh, cut ties with them. And there's countries who like to start wars and warmonger and shit. In China? No. What the fuck?
Damn. Mother
Damn.
Nature's been speaking out, man.
Yeah,
Flood in China. I'm looking
Yeah.
that up right now.
facts.
Oh, shit. There's a lot of information about this 8-year-old getting pulled from a sewer.
From the what?
8-year-old found in a sewer in China after
Damn.
the flood. She's alive. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, that's brutal.
I'd tell you her name if I could
She's
pronounce
probably
it.
gonna throw up for many days. There ain't no way. Shit's in reports.
Holy shit.
But yeah,
looks rough.
yeah,
It looks
it's
rough
kind
out
of
there.
weird that like China has their network and their internet pretty much so shut off to the rest of the world, where that it's hard to find a lot.
Okay,
on
now
them.
hold on. Yeah, that, like information.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you're right. And this is another weird thing about this fucking bent journalism type shit. I don't know. They're definitely not telling you how many people actually.
exactly.
Like what does displaced mean? Do you mean missing? Like or
Yeah.
misplaced? Is that
Oh,
what
we
they mean?
haven't
It
found
says
these
6
people.
died, nearly 80,000 displaced.
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck?
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I feel like they be lying. Like you see people die. Like, for instance, an Israeli hospital got fucking hit with a missile, and they said, "Oh, 7 people died." Yeah, fucking right, 7 people died. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Right,
Yeah, exactly.
facts.
Like literally, because that's
It's straight bullshit. It's BS.
it's like the missile itself was bigger than 10 people,
Yeah.
and then it's made to
Anytime a missile
into
hits a
the
building,
ground.
you're not telling me 10 people died. Talking about building explosion, I didn't really learn about the controlled demolition shit with 9/11 until recently, and I mean, once you see it, it's pretty much impossible to argue against it. I mean, if a plane hits a building, and one, that building's built was literally made for that. If you look up 1947 World Trade plane crash, a plane hit it before and nothing happened. But anyways, a plane hits it. If a plane hits it and you're telling me that it falls because of plane, it's gonna slide. It's gonna fucking slide off, and like some of it's gonna collapse, but it's gonna stop. It's not just gonna go.
And well, yeah, that's the thing. It can't. It's anybody who's done controlled demolition can argue that
Yeah.
it was, and could say that it's
Physics.
hard to unsee it, like because it just
Any
drops.
I started seeing like anybody who knows high school physics, like could tell you that. But also like the thing that really sold me on it, if you look up Building 7, so during 9/11, there's Building 7 fell whenever the buildings were falling, and this is freaky. So Building 7, it falls, right?
Excuse me.
But Building 7 never got hit by a plane. Never got hit by a plane. And also, you were talking about something earlier where like they reported something before it happened. Building 7, if you look it up, CNN and like different news or whatever, they did it. They reported it fell 25 minutes before it fell.
What the
And there were people. there's footage you can find it. Building 7, 9/11. There's footage. Cops are telling people back up. The building's about to the building's about to fall up. You hear people saying it's about to blow up, literally, and then it just.
That's insane. That's crazy. That's like the plane whenever it was going over my uncle's work. My mom was saying there was a plane that was reported that it wrecked here in PA in like a field in Lancaster. And he was like, well, there's a plane flying over my work right now. And I mean, where he was working, he was only 30 minutes outside of Lancaster. And he's like, I see a plane flying over me right now. And she's like, there's no way. They just said there one wrecked. And all other plane flights were canceled. No one was supposed to be in the air at that time.
Right.
But then not too long later, he started hearing sirens and whatnot. And he said that there was people going down there to where it wrecked. And he was like, how did you see that on the news? That it was reported that it, plane wrecked in Lancaster. If it didn't wreck,
it was planned.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm like, that's smart. Yeah, my mom and my uncle were talking about that.
Like once I started seeing the shit, I've been seeing that you can't see it. Facts.
There's a lot of weird angles of that day that are coming up in like high definition too. Like where were all these clips?
Right.
For the longest time.
Well, you know Tucker Carlson?
Yeah.
Well, I can't even talk. Tucker Carlson. He was on Fox News at the time, right? And and there's a clip, I'll send it to you. I have it, where he's at the time, like, he actually interviewed a guy about Building 7. This was one of the first people who was like respected that spoke up about Building 7, and like Tucker Carlson was like, no, like the guy asked him what happened. He said a plane hit it. It fell, blah, blah. He said a plane never hit it. He said, I have the footage of it, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Well, it shows over the years. That was like 2001, 2 or whatever. And like he got asked about it, and he for like years, like up until like 24. There was a clip where Joe Rogan's like, "Can I show you something?" He's like, "Yeah." And right there is whenever like Joe Rogan showed him it, and he was like, "Okay." And then from that point forward, he started like questioning it. And then in 2022, he finally, for the first time ever on air, he said to somebody, he's like, well, Building 7, a plane never hit it, and it collapsed. And then he said in the same exact breath, he said, now if you work on Fox News or something, they would destroy you if you ever said something like that. Like, you could never say that. But and then he says it again, and he got fired from Fox News like what, 5 or 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just learning about Building 7, so
that's interesting.
Hell yeah.
The Pentagon blows my mind too. They're trying to say a plane hit that. Did you see the way that looked? Afterwards.
Yeah. Facts.
Y'all were destroying information.
You know what else is weird? That I learned about it?
I don't care.
They're saying a plane hit the Trade Center, right? And they're saying they know it's Saddam and it's these people, right? They claim like that they had these passports that fell out of the plane and landed on the ground. They claim that they had these evidence or whatever. And you're telling me that a plane that blew up, the building fell, all that you found these specific passports to these people.
Yeah,
not only crazy. That, I found out
that's crazy.
This one dude, I think his name's Nick or whatever, Fuentes. He's similar to like Charlie Kirk, Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, Alex Jones, all them, whatever. He was like reporting on it. I can show you that too. I have it. He's like, that year before 9/11, and I'm just saying facts. He said that year 200 Mossad agents got arrested for threats and shit, and there were people who were getting like artwork was being found and threats about bombs hitting the World Trade Center. Mossad agents. Israeli CIA is what Mossad is. 200 of them got arrested that year. But ironically, as soon as a plane hits, you have all the people. They're right here. Like, this is evidence. I don't know. It was a setup, but...
Yeah, and all the times that there's plane wrecks and there's people that go missing and there's people that you can't identify and shit like that, but they had every single person.
And this was apparently, these were the exact hijackers, whatever. My thing is, like, I just don't believe that a passport fell from a building, that a plane went deep into the building. You're telling me this person was in the front driving, and they went into the front, blew up, and somehow their passport, without burning or anything, like no, like there's pictures of it. The evidence is all out. Like without burning, not all that evidence, but like the pictures of that shit just fell.
That's insane. Yeah, that's
It's weird. And I never questioned that before, but now I'm like, that's kind of stupid. But yeah.
thank
Facts. Facts. Real shit.
you.
Nah,
Facts. There's very
facts.
few people that shout out to it. I'm not gonna lie. You're first in a while. So
Hell yeah.
Chaos Warriors, shout out, bro.
Chaos
Fuck yeah.
Warrior. Fuck yeah. Make sure y'all check out Chaos Warrior. Where can you check that out at?
We're on YouTube. I'm trying to get it started we're on Facebook right now.
Okay.
Trying to get us YouTube started, get us on TikTok, and we're on IG.
Fuck yeah.
Make
So
sure
on
y'all
Facebook
check
and
out
IG.
Chaos Warrior.
And Lee Chain Wayne.
Facebook, YouTube,
Club.
IG.
That's what it is.
Lee Chain Wang Club, baby.
Hell
yeah.
yeah. Tune in, be there. We lit. Fuck yeah. But you got anything else you want to toss out for the week?
Nothing that I
do
could
we got
think.
any songs for this week? I can't.
No,
even
I
think
don't.
of-
I haven't even been. You know what's weird? This week, I don't know. Maybe the end is coming. I haven't been listening to music, bro. It's
Damn.
weird. I noticed. I woke up this morning and realized I haven't liked a song or listened to a song on YouTube in at least like 2 or 3 days, which is really weird. Cause like,
yeah, 'cause
and
like,
I
you
and
be
that's,
jamming.
yeah, dude, always. And like, I don't know. It's just my go-to. And like, I'm
God
always looking
damn.
for music. I just haven't been
Yeah.
listening to music.
To be
really.
honest with you, in the past, like, since I've moved in, I rarely listen to music as much as I used to. I honestly play a lot of podcasts or, like, something informative. And then whenever I get bored of that, I'll listen to music.
I listen to a lot of Terrence McKenna now if I want to get like informed.
I need to
with
tap
good
into
shit.
him.
He's got some good shit, bro.
Facts.
Some really interesting talks.
I gotta tap in. But hell yeah, y'all. That's another great week of Vision Talks.
Thanks
Make
everybody
sure
for
y'all
tuning
hear
in.
us Make sure y'all here next week. I'm Greg Lamont.
Dude.
That's it.